Hi, my aqua loves. Happy birthday month, my beautiful aqua friends. Welcome to the channel, you guys, and welcome back. You guys, be sure to give this video a like. Remember to always do that as you're coming on. Comment down below and also subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell right next door to the subscription button to be ensured that you're notified about all of my future uploads. With all that being said, remember that these readings are general, and if you want a reading that pertains specifically to you, then you need a private reading. And you can get that by checking out the description bar down below, the links in the very beginning of the description bar. And yeah, be sure to check out my other socials. I don't really talk about I just say at the end, but be sure to check out the socials and follow me on there as well. They're very seasonal. Right now, IG is heating up for us, so we're going on there. And after that, Facebook, and then after that, Pinterest. And that's kind of how it goes, but it's YouTube year round. That's how I try to keep it. All right, you guys. So with all that being said, that was a lot that was just said just now. I want to have a look at your person this week, Aquarius. I want to have a look at how they're showing up this week and how they're feeling. What are they doing? How is this connection progressing along this week? And any messages in between that aquas may need to, or need to hear. Not may need to hear. All right, so this person is trying to heal their mind. They're trying to protect their thoughts, and they're getting to a more positive place. That's what their focus is on. Coming to a more positive place in their perception of this connection, and also in their perception of themselves and in their worth. So in the recent past, this person got some clarity about this relationship. This relationship got some much needed clarity. Some things were discussed about this relationship. You guys may have had a big talk, or the big talk, or you may have had a very big talk that clarified some things. And even if it wasn't a big talk, there was a conversation that was had, or clarity that this person received that really changed this person's mind and made them see things clearly, whether you're aware of it or not. This is a major tower moment, Aquarius. So this is the tower moment that we've been talking about for weeks on this channel. And that happened in the recent past. And that brought this person a great deal of clarity, and a great deal of clarity about how, actually showing them how cooperative you have been for them, like how much you've been there for them. And that's not something this person is used to. And they needed this clarity because they were carrying a lot of those burdens from feeling shut out in previous connections, or in a significant previous connection where they felt all alone, and they felt like things or people were not cooperating with them, and relationships in the past had not worked out previously. So I'm not just seeing them making peace with that. I'm seeing them get clear, have realize that about this relationship, and realize that this relationship actually does give to them, so they can let that other stuff go. That's the point of it, right? But it also did shake them down to the core, because this made them crumble a core belief. It shook them down to their core, and it's changed them. It has. They're now rebuilding that aspect of themselves. Very deep, actually. Perfect reading for a general read. I mean, an extended read. Just don't know if I can do those. You know, I'm always afraid of being too overwhelmed. You guys know how I get, and I want to be consistent and reliable. So I don't like to overwhelm myself, but I do love the art of tarot, and I love to keep going. You guys already know that, probably, right? But perfect reading for an extended, because there's so much we could pull on for so many different situations. But ultimately, now this person is feeling a lot more victorious, and this connection is also getting victory. There is movement happening in this connection right as we're speaking. Okay, don't even. This connection is moving right as we speak. there are changes coming about in this relationship that are bringing about more things. So this person, they're overcoming, feeling shut out. This person's overcoming abandonment wounds and abandonment, and also devastation. This person was devastated in the past. They were holding on to a devastating disappointment, devastating event, a circumstance where they felt like it was just overkill. They're letting that go, and also a mentally burdensome cycle. They're also overcoming being cyclically overburdening themselves mentally. It feels like it's a cycle in this person's life. It's constant, or something that this person has constantly had to deal with, or it's just been a constant bother. It's not something they can really understand, even though this is somebody who is quite intelligent and probably understands many things, but this stumps them. But they're overcoming it, okay, this week. And it is through this realization, it's this clarity that actually is the reason why this person, or it's actually the energy that was the foundation for, it's the precursor for this energy, for them stepping into feeling more victorious. And it's because they're having this victory because they're connecting more with their inner child and their inner truth, their inner true truth. And as they connect more with their inner true truths, they feel more victorious. They feel more confident. There's so many things associated with this energy that this person is feeling, but there is a surplus of emotion that first you got to kind of get through when you're in this energy. And once you move through that emotional curtain, you feel unstoppable, and there's nothing that can stop you. You're a winner. So this person is receiving a victory. They're realizing that they're victorious right now. They're feeling more confident in themselves. Like, this is big. This is big. And what's really important for them is their long term. Like, this is somebody who is thinking a lot about the future and what they want to build in their future. Family is very important for them. So this connection, getting to that point is very important for them. There's a lot of stuff going around. And for some reason, I get the feeling I'm not doing it justice. So I'm going to slow down. I don't want to make the readings too long. So that's why I speak fast sometimes. But I know I need to slow down because I know I'm not getting stuff, and I feel like something getting annoyed with me. All right. So this person's focus is on their family, and it's on being around their family this week. It could be a family get together, or family event, a family reunion that this person is having that is helping them to make peace with another cycle and another phase in their life. It's also helping them, they're seeing blessings in this as well. So this person is, connecting with people that they probably haven't seen in a while, or people who have known them from when they were very young. And this is very healing for them. This is what they're focused on. They're around their family right now, and they're thinking about their legacy and longevity. This person's attention's on the future and what they want in their future. So they're planting those seeds, and they're getting close to their truth. The future that this person is wanting to create is truthfully the future that they truly want. So for those of you guys who are wondering about somebody who you're like, well, we're together and we're talking about making a future, but I'm wondering if the future that we talk about is the future that they want. And yes, it is. This person they are not the kind of person to invest in a future that they do not want. So if they're investing into you, which they are investing into this connection, then it's because you're a part of that future that they genuinely want, that is that's really important to them. So this person's overcoming overheating. They're overcoming overheating. This is someone who could just keep going and maybe not realize that they're, kind of getting, they're leaving their happy zone, or they're stressing themselves out, or they're getting stressed out, or they're overthinking things. This is someone who overthinks things and gets into cycles where they just overthink. And it's so bad for this relationship, because if they hold on to a thought about this relationship and start overthinking it, they start creating stuff that it's not really what they want to create, or it's not true because they're fearful. So this is a really important thing that this person is getting over, Aquarius. Like, it's really important that they get over this. And I feel like they have been for a minute, but now they're getting that true victory, truly. And they could also feel like they're seeing it in the connection now. Like, this is it's multi-layered. So it's something that it happens, it's something they battle on the mental plane. They battle it physically. So it's external from them. And it's something that in their physical reality, they battle, and then emotionally they battle it. They battle it energetically, they battle it. And it's like they're done battling whatever this is because it directly puts a block in the relationship. It directly causes you guys to go in cycles that are not pleasant. And it directly causes the two of you guys to feel shut out from one another. Because I feel like there's something they physically manifested as a result of them being in this energy they need to overcome. They physically manifested circumstances that keep the two of you guys separate from one another. I knew I needed a minute. I knew it. I knew I needed to slow down. So I knew I needed to slow down. All right. So their conscious thoughts and desires is loving you and is on love. I'm looking at the Ace of Cups, right? So it's on love and this new love that they feel for you and for themselves, but for you because of how you love them. It's because of how you love them. I don't know if they're aware of it though. And they're just feeling this way because that's just what they're feeling. Like there's nothing that anybody did. There's nothing you did. There's nothing really different that you said. It's just you being who you are and this relationship going the way that it's going. That just makes this person feel love. They're finding joy and love and a deep appreciation for the everyday moments and for the times in which, or the moments where it seems like things are stagnant, things are not moving forward, things are slow, things are whatever. They're overcoming the blocks that made it impossible for them to actually enjoy this. And now they're appreciating it and they actually look forward more to these moments more than the moments of going when they overheat. Like, this person overheats. You could tell them, I said it too, they overheat. And that's just kind of how they are. And it manifests things outside of them that are just not beneficial. And because this is a soul connection, it's because they overheat, they're separating themselves from their soul, from their truth. And if you have a soul connection with somebody and you're separating from your soul, that connection also suffers. So now that they're getting closer to their soul and their soul's truth, now they can get closer to the truth of this connection, which is obviously that it's a soulmate connection, because this person's just chilling and all of a sudden they're like feeling love. Like this is someone who's chilling and then all of a sudden they're like washed over thoughts of Aquarius and then they're in love with Aquarius again, or in love with Aquarius. They've never stopped being in love with Aquarius. So this is definitely somebody who has a lot of feelings for you and they want to heal to be better in this relationship, but they also understand the value of having a very important, solid relationship in your life that is a good base. And they found that in you very early on. I feel like this is not a connection where there's 1,018,000 red flags and all that. Like there's a mutual respect for the other person and for each other and for each other's lives and each other's families. There is a deep, profound mutual respect and love. And that's something that for them, they're like realizing how big of a deal that is. So this connection is going through a transformation this week as this person, as are you. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So your relationship with this person is about to deepen because they're getting rid of a block here. So in the near future, we have consistency and, somebody being able to juggle work and love. This might be somebody who may have newly started working again or started working more again, and they have a tendency to get off balance. And maybe they can put the connection on the side, or it seems like they're like putting you off. They're not, that's just when they're working, that's how they work. And they're not very good at keeping balance because whatever it is that they're focused on, yes, they're focused on this connection. Yes, they're focused on the future of this connection. Yes, they're focused on family and legacy, but they're also building, putting an effort, working towards something else that's supposed to benefit this connection and the two of you guys materially. I mean, if this is just building up something that will eventually financially provide for you, then eating, having food to eat and shelter is important for the two of you guys in this connection. So they're doing it for this connection. They're doing it for the future of that. They're literally doing this and in mind with what they're doing now. It doesn't matter where they are. They're thinking about their legacy and what they could leave back for their kids and um what the future of this is going to look like, what doing this now is going to do for them in the future, and how this is going to turn out for them. So their energy currently is very focused on that. But I do feel like they have had trouble really focusing on you, and they will have much more of a balance this week, Aquarius. You can really count on that. Now, I also feel like they're also kind of coming out of their emotions. They're coming out of a state of being very within themselves and coming more out into the environment. And so you will be seeing this person out and about more. If they were more solitary, hermit like, they're coming out and doing more things outside and whatever. Now, I feel like there's also something in this person's life. It could also be tied to this relationship that they're deliberating on keeping or working on. And so they're in the process of making up their mind about that. Okay. So what this is, or what this is that's happening, is it's actually them. I don't want to say it's them confronting their fears, but I feel like it's overcoming their fears. This person is overcoming fears. And it's those fears that keep them stuck. They have fears that literally keep them from doing anything, from moving. Like they'll just be fearful and they wouldn't even know. And they'll just be in fear for like a month and have done nothing for a month because they were just afraid. And they're overcoming that. That's serious. That's a big deal, but it feels like it's slight. It feels like it's something they never even noticed about themselves. But now they're coming out of it. Yay, yay, yay. And the cycle completes. And this is happening just because it's time. It's time, and this person is trusting more in the universe and trusting more in the happenings of life. And so through this trusting, they come back into life, and they're just able to be a part of life. There's someone who you may notice they kind of leave life sometimes, and they come back and they leave, and that's just that's their emotions. But it's because they were overburdened in the past, and this cycle's completing. So Aquarius, you guys are having a judgment on this relationship too. At the same time as this person, you guys are both having a judgment. This is a very transformative, deep, heavy time. You guys are confronted by a lot of emotional but earthy energy. So water and earth energy, water and earth spirits and guides and gods and goddesses and masters and ascended masters are nearby. So they're wanting to guide you. Allow them to guide you, because you have a lot of that around you, because you're going through something that this relationship is helping you to meander within yourself, that you're concluding a cycle as well, Aquarius. Yes. So you're thinking about sending them a message. You may have sent them a message. They may have sent you a message. Either way, you guys are both thinking about pure love and offering love. Isn't that amazing? The both of you guys are thinking about offering love, expressing love, extending love, giving a gift out of love. The both of you guys are thinking about this. So in the recent past, you had like an amazing moment. This person, they got clarity, but you got enlightenment. Okay. Yeah, you got enlightenment. Possibly about this person, possibly about yourself. You may have received a message from this person. You already know what this is because this already happened. So, but this is what has led you now to this place of releasing weight. If you're carrying any weight yourself, you're dropping that. You may feel like you're at a heavy point this week. You just need to let stuff go. So whatever happens this week, do me a favor. If you're at this point, come take this, right? If you feel really heavy, then just release it. You know, if you feel unpleasant things, release them. This is a time of release for you because you're at the end of a cycle. You're literally at the end. 19, 20, 21, you're ending a cycle. And so for this person coming back to reality, physical reality, and being more present in day-to-day world and day-to-day life, for this person doing that, you, Aquarius, are coming back to how you truly feel about this relationship and getting close to your emotions, you know, confirming how you truly feel about this connection. I'm sorry about that. Confirming it. And you're having to decide between two different emotions. Some of you guys are that split where you're having to decide between two different emotions. But what I'm mainly feeling is that you're taking this energy that you're experiencing in the present of judgment, and with the judgment that you're going to make the right choice, and you're going to make the choice that brings you closer to your heart. So you're releasing the weight and the burdens and the regrets and all that unpleasant stuff that this previous cycle and this connection kind of put you through, or you felt like you were going through, and now you're getting back to the basics. You're getting back to what really matters, which is the love in this relationship. And not only are you getting back to it, but you're securing it and you're holding on to it, and you're never letting it go. You never are. I'm looking at the King of Wands. So, you're never letting it go. And neither is this person. They're not going to be so willing to go back to not taking part in doing the work that this connection requires. They're not willing to go back to that. They may not be so aware that they can conclude a cycle and that this is the perfect time for a cycle to conclude, but they are trusting enough in life to know that they don't have to stop. And that if they feel like they need to stop and they're telling themselves they need to stop, then that is not something that they need to listen to. That's actually something that they need to overcome. So this is a cycle completing for the two of you guys. And it's how the universe is so smart. The universe is so smart because the universe brought the two of you guys together to break out of something. And the two of you guys get to be with each other, get to love each other, and you both broke out of something. And this connection was the facilitator. It was the vehicle that did it. That's beautiful. So quite a significant, distinct week. Not really sure what to call it. I mean, I kind of know what I'm going to call it. But that's your reading, Aquarius. Thank you so much. I am going to get one card from this deck, from the Romance Angel deck. And then we're going to close out this reading. Once again, happy birthday, Aquarius. So we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So you guys have been releasing, the judgment is around loving yourself first, Aquarius, and releasing judgment around that. So yeah, okay, it's important to love ourselves first, but don't beat up on yourself just because you weren't loving yourself first. I mean, this society we live in is kind of tough. It's not kind of tough. It is actually tough in many regards. You know, when you think of the society as a whole, on ourselves and on our self-love, it's almost like sometimes you feel like you have to pick between the two. So if you're finding yourself in a place where you realize you haven't been loving yourself first, then I need you to just let that go, and I need you to just be like chill with yourself and not beat up on yourself. Because if you think of the society we're in today, it is so stressful. It's really hard to always love yourself first. That's kind of difficult to do. But when we recognize it, and when we know it, and when we feel it, if that's not all of it, that's most of it. And then everything else follows suit. So just a reminder to love yourself first. And also a reminder, any message that this connection is deepening, and that the love you two have is about to deepen. It's going to grow. Okay. So Aquarius, what a lovely, lovely week. I'm not sure if you guys are this used to being in your emotions, but you're about to be in your emotions this week. Bless, bless. You guys be sure to check out the other socials. We'll talk next week. God bless you guys. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and I'm coming on this weekend for the lives, the weekend Soulmate Twin Flame check-ins. So be there or be square. Bye-bye.